Hello, everybody. Welcome to St. Francis High School for today's game between the visiting Archbishop Mitty Monarchs and the home team St. Francis Lancers. I am Paul Cunningham, joined on this beautiful day today by the former Los Altos baseball coach, Sandy Whittle. Sandy, great to finally get you out here for a game.
It's great. I've been looking forward to it.
The schedule's worked out, and we're able to get you out here. Very quickly, I'll run through the batting order for the visiting Mitty Monarchs. They'll lead off their left fielder, Jonah Advincula. He'll be followed by center fielder Jared Rupert. Nick York, the shortstop, will bat third. Miguel Sabedo, the second baseman, will bat fourth. Joe Yorkie, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Arthur Soto, right fielder, will bat sixth. Alex Reyes, third baseman, will bat seventh. The designated hitter, Tommy Splain, will bat eighth. And Justin Connor, the catcher, will bat in the 9-hole. For St. Francis defensively, John Wilson is in left field. Petey Halpin is in center. Cole Spearing is in right field. Jake Baker is at first base. Ryan Higgins is at second base. Izzy Quintana at third base. Izzy Galindo is the shortstop. Cooper Ford is behind the plate, and Ryan Jeffries is on the mound. Beautiful day out here, Sandy.
Oh boy, it's perfect weather.
These are the days where you wish you were back in uniform and coaching or playing, either one. First pitch misses for ball one to Advincula. Had one in there for a strike. Count evens 1-1. So you played. I mean, you coached in the SCVAL, but you played WCAL schools quite often.
Yeah.
I mean, and quite successfully, as I recall. You didn't. One of the few public schools that did well against.
Well, it was either learn from the best and play the best, or be happy playing the easy teams.
Yeah.
So I think it helped the program.
Oh, sure it did. Pitch rides inside. 3-1 the count to the leadoff man, Advincula. Little bit of a breeze, blowing a little bit left to right. Not much. Pitch catches the inside corner at the letters for a strike. Count runs full. Pitch is low, ball four. So Advincula
did his job.
Doing the leadoff man's job and gets himself on base. Now, Sandy, it's always been my belief that left-handed pitchers almost have like a license to cheat on their pickoff move at first base. I mean, some guys you got to be careful as a base runner with a lefty.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've got a lot of different reads you got to look for, and a lot of lefties will cheat a little bit too.
They'll see how far they can bend the rules. Throw. There's the B move.
In fact, there was just a balk with the Giants game where the opposing pitcher he had a great move with a little cheat thrown in,
and they caught the cheat.
No, no, not at all.
Pitch at the knees for a strike to Jared Rupert, the center fielder for the Mitty Monarchs.
They're definitely letting him get his pitch count up and seeing what he's got.
Ground ball up the middle, hit sharply. Nice, almost backhanded out there by Ryan Higgins, but as it finds its way into center field for a single. First hit of the ball game, and runners at first and second for the Monarchs here in the top of the first.
Shortstop number 2,
Nick Yorkie, the batter, the shortstop for Archbishop Mitty. Lancers hoping for a double play ball here. Squares as if to bunt, pitch in the dirt. Runners don't advance.
guy's got some pretty impressive stats. 516 average. Drives the ball. 15 doubles.
And he squared the bunt for the first pitch. I like that.
I was a little surprised there.
Pickoff attempt at second base, nothing doing. Back in plenty of time is Advincula. Off-speed pitch drops in their curveball for a strike. Count evens 1-1. Fastball is fouled up and out of play.
Came at him right there with the fastball, a little bit behind.
Nice pitch coming off that slow curve.
Yep.
One and two the count to Yorkie. Nobody out, runners at first and second here in the top of the first inning.
Nice.
Pitch at the knee, strike three called. Yorkie disagrees, but the Lancers like it.
Yep. I don't think he was looking for that.
No.
Probably thought he was trying to finesse him.
Down and in, and he got him looking. One out.
Number 22,
Miguel Sabito, the second baseman, will step up to the plate.
What a great name for a second baseman.
That is.
Sabito.
You're like me, Sandy. I used to always look for that too. You look for those baseball names. It's like, that's just a perfect baseball name. Fastball's lifted deep into center field, getting on his horse, backtracking, back over the head of the center fielder and over the fence for a ground rule double off the bat of Sabito. And Petey Halpin gave it a run, but just couldn't get to it. Over his head it went and bounced over for a ground rule double and an RBI for Sabito.
As I recall, the ball carries pretty well here.
Here's another look.
Yeah.
He'll be playing a little shallow on Sabito. Batter will be first baseman Joe Yorkie. Curveball drops in there for a strike, 0-1. So a 1-0 Mitty lead here in the top of the first. Pitch in the dirt, nice job behind the plate by Cooper Ford. Keep that Jeffries dirt ball in front of him.
Good pitch, trying to make him kind of go after it. He's got an open base, so.
Yeah, you don't want him to turn on a pitch, I don't think, Sandy.
No.
Low again. Just keeping it downstairs. Two and one the count. Off-speed pitch again, nice pitch.
Yeah.
Count evens 2-2. Off speed again, but he waited on it, but lines it into center field, and a nice catch in center field. Throw coming to the plate, and got him at the plate. Nice job. by Petey Halpin. They let that throw come through, and Cooper Ford blocked the line and made the catch, and the runner never touched home plate. Another look,
What
Sandy.
a play, what a play. Center fielder just planning ahead, playing ahead. Great play.
Batting order for St. Francis, as announced by Coach Matt McGuire. Petey Halpin, the center fielder, will lead off. He'll be followed by catcher Cooper Ford. Josh Pacola, the designated hitter, will bat third. Ryan Jeffries, the pitcher, is in the 4-hole. Ryan Higgins, the second baseman, will bat fifth. Batting sixth is Cole Sperling, the right fielder. Izzy Quintana, third baseman, will bat seventh. Jake Baker, first baseman, will bat eighth. And Izzy Galindo, the shortstop, will bat ninth. Defensively for Archbishop Mitty, Jonah Advancula is in left field. Jared Rupert is the center fielder. Arthur Soto is in right. Joe Yorkie is at first base. Miguel Sabido is at second base. Alex Reyes is the third baseman. Nick Yorkie is the shortstop. Justin Connor is the catcher. On the hill is Dominic Quinones. And KMVT Sports would like to thank our sponsor, Altos Mobile Massage. Massage can change your mental and physical state and inspire you to give power and energy to solutions. Altos Mobile Massage brings the massage to you. Sometimes a little pressure is a good thing. So the first pitch from Quinones misses low, ball one. Halpin, left-handed hitting center fielder, and as the baseball gods often do, if you make a great defensive play, you get to come up and hit right away, and that's exactly what Halpin's doing on that great play he made in center field. Great throw to home plate.
I was just seeing that on the lineup card. I was going, figures.
2-0 the count to Halpin. Fouled straight back into the screen. 2-1. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 2-2. So Quinones comes back quickly with 2 strikes. Evens the count 2-2. Pitch breaks out of the strike zone. Count runs full. 3-2 to Halpin. Grounded and fouled up into the screen. Count holds full. Time called by Halpin at the plate.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Ball is caught. They rule him out on the strikeout. So a nice job by Justin Connor behind the plate. Hang on to that one. Down on strike.
Number 47, Cooper Ford.
Goes Petey Halpin. Cooper Ford, the catcher, will bat now for St. Francis.
Pitcher from Mitty's just going right after him.
Yeah, boy. Nice breaking pitch, just drops out of the zone. 1-0. Grounder towards shortstop. Up with it is Yorkie across the diamond in time.
Nice.
Just got Ford on the 6-3. 2 away.
This is a designated hitter, number 24, Josh Pacola.
Josh Picola, the designated hitter, steps to the plate. And this is what you would want your designated hitter to look like, I think, Sandy.
Absolutely.
Just send the big kid up. You know? First pitch swinging, grounds it foul.
And again, what a name.
Yeah, yeah, Josh Picola. The kids just called him sir.
Yes.
Breaking pitch grounded towards shortstop. Yorkie has it across the diamond, and on the tag, they get Picola. The throw pulled Joe Yorkie off the bag a little bit, but still able to record the out. That'll do it for the Lancers. A 1-2-3 inning for Quinones. We've played one complete. It's 1-0 St. Francis.
We're a mobile massage company, and we bring massage therapy and yoga to the corporate workplace. We started this business in order to bring more awareness to corporations for health and wellness. This is a nice perk that they can offer their employees, and it says, hey, we care about your well-being. We look forward to bringing massage therapy and yoga into your corporate workplace.
Monarchs will be the right fielder.
Arthur Soto, Alex Reyes, and Tommy Splain slated for the Monarchs here in the top of the second inning. We said a beautiful day here. Happy to be joined by Sandy Whittle today. Sandy, you know, I did a little research too, and you're one of those few major league pitchers that retired undefeated.
Undefeated, that's right.
Perfect 1-0 record.
And a lot of people don't know that in my career as a hitter, I was 3 for 9.
No, I did not. All right.
3 hits in 9 years.
Oh, and 2 the count to Arthur Soto.
He looked so much better here, pitcher for St. Francis, just warming up. I think he's kind of getting his groove going.
Fouled up into the screen. Yeah, he was struggling with the zone in the first inning, but he does look much more relaxed here in the second. Breaking pitch, nice. Fouled. Count holds 0-2.
Be interesting to see how he works the count here, you know. I used to tell the guys at the Los Altos, you know, Rome's not built in a day. Just play the zone a little bit. So many young kids want to just go after him, strike him out right away.
Rides in high, yeah.
Good pitch.
Up and away. 1-2 the count. Off-speed pitch, reaches for it, puts it into center field, and right there is Petey Halpum to make the catch for out number 1.
Just as I remember this ballpark, the ball really carries in the outfield, particularly on the ground rule double.
Batter is third baseman Alex Reyes. One thing I always liked about going over when you were coaching at Los Altos is you guys really took good care of that field. That field was always pristine. For a grass field, it was just always gorgeous.
It was my therapy. Fortunately, I have a job where I can take a lot of time where I don't need to be in the office and worked on the field. And I went as far to buy a golf course lawnmower.
Oh, there you go. All right. Popped up sky high just behind second base, and drifting back to make the catch is Ryan Higgins for out number 2.
I'd get to the ballpark on a Saturday morning or before a game and get on that lawnmower right away.
Tommy Splain, the DH. Lifts this one into right field. Calling for, drifting back is Cole Sperling. He's there to make the catch. And as you pointed out, Sandy, Ryan Jeffries looked a lot more relaxed that inning. Records a 1-2-3 half inning. That will do it for the Monarchs in the top of the second. We played 1.5. Monarchs in the lead, 1-0.
Monarchs, no runs, no hits, no errors.
Leading off for the Lancers, their pitcher, Ryan Jeffries, followed by second baseman Ryan Higgins and right fielder Cole Sperling. Dominic Quinones out to work his second inning of action. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the first, and starts Jeffries off with a fastball low, ball one. Low again, 2-0. Three and 0 the count to Jeffries. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. 3-1 to count. Fouled over towards the Monarch dugout. Count runs full, 3-2. So Quinones trying to rally back from a 3-0 count.
See you guys later.
Grounded right back to Quinones, and a foul ball call is one off the foot of Ryan Jeffries. This one's hit hard to right field, way back, and it is out of here. Home run for Ryan Jeffries. Well, he's a hitting pitcher just like you were, Sandy.
Yeah. I just looked down on his stats and saw that's only his second home run of the year with that swing. I mean, that's
another look at it,
he
Sandy.
put a nice swing on it.
So a deep home run off the bat of Ryan Jeffries. He'll be followed now by Ryan Higgins.
Number 3, Ryan Higgins.
Second baseman for St. Francis. He hits this one deep to center, back on it and drifting, and now camping underneath it there to make the catch is Jared Rupert. One out. Right fielder Cole Sperling, the batter.
Coming to play, right fielder, number 7, Cole Sperling.
Sperling comes up and rubs his hands on the carpet. I'm not sure how much that's going to help, a synthetic carpet on his. It's not like rubbing your hands on the dirt. Doesn't wear batting gloves. I like that he's not wearing batting gloves. That's a good thing. 0-1 the count to Sperling.
Quinones for Mitty's got a nice little slider. Got it for at the high school level. And he works quick too.
He does, yeah. He is a fast. He gets that ball and he wants to throw again. So, with how long you coach, Sandy, when did the transition go to? Did you call pitches the whole time you were?
I was told the pitchers I suggest.
Okay.
You ultimately want to decide.
Oh, good.
If we're different, then tell me why afterwards.
And I love that because I mean they got to learn the game. You know.
Yeah.
You can't do everything for them. They want to throw something. They make a mistake. They're going to learn from it.
There were times where we had a certain signal that it had to be that pitch.
Okay.
But generally it was my suggestion.
One is fouled down the left field line into the bullpen.
But we're lucky to have a guy like Eric Johnson or Luke Wycheck or Connor Smith.
Pretty good pitch.
Just, just, hey, go get him, guys.
Pretty good. Just hand him the ball and sit back. Yeah. Kind of like what Coach Eddie Bersu would do when he send you out there to pitch. Just sort of sit back and relax.
He was great about letting players do what you need to do, and if it didn't work out, explain yourself, or if he after the inning say, here's why I was thinking that. So
he was a good mentor. I mean, he really taught you the game.
Yeah.
Pitch in the dirt, it's swung on, and they'll throw down to first to record the outs. Furling out on strikes.
Same thing with my my high school coach, Jim Hemphill. Those are two solid men in my life.
At the plate, third baseman, number 4, Izzy Quintana.
Izzy Quintana, the batter, the third baseman for St. Francis. I had a good friend, Mike Dalton, who played at Mountain View High School,
sure.
and talked to him a few times, and he bounced around the minor leagues a long time. And one of the things he once told me is that he said he had a lot of pitching coaches in his career because he bounced, he moved around a lot, and he said the one thing he would do is that he would listen to every coach he ever had, and then whatever he would take, whatever worked for him, he would continue to use. Whatever didn't work, he'd say, okay, I tried it, it just doesn't work for me.
Exactly.
Pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, 3-1.
The other part of that, too, that my brother who played in the Mets organization used to tell me, just look at him and shake your head. Say, yeah, I understand. Oh, good play. Went down there and knocked the ball down.
Nice job by Yorkie to knock it down and make the throw, but legging it out is Quintana on with an infield single.
But give what they suggest. Give it a try. See how it works for you.
Yeah.
Number 22, Jake Baker.
First baseman Jake Baker, the batter. Lancers have a runner at first with 2 outs. We're tied at 1. First time Quinones has had to throw from the stretch today, and pitch comes in high, ball 1. Off-speed pitch ripped into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So back-to-back singles by the Lancers here. In the bottom of the second, puts runners at first and second with 2 outs, and the batter will be shortstop Izzy Galindo.
Both of those pitches out of the stretch, rushed himself a little bit and got the ball up.
And the Lancers took advantage. Time called by Galindo. Tired of waiting for Quinones. He has definitely slowed down his delivery from the stretch. He was working like he was double parked from the windup, and now more deliberate. Pitch outside. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss, throw down, backdoor play, got him at first base. Nice job by catcher Justin Connor to fire down and catch Jake Baker napping at first base on the 2-3. That'll retire the side. And that'll do it for the Lancers in the bottom of the second, but they strike for one on a long home run by Ryan Jeffries. We played two complete. We're tied at one. Justin Connor, Jonah Advincula, and Jared Rupert slated for the Monarchs here in the top of the third inning. Once again, the baseball god speaking. Justin Connor, the catcher, who made that great play to get the Monarchs out of the last inning, will lead it off for Archbishop Mitty. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. There's nothing like baseball, Sandy.
Oh, no.
Baseball is the sport. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Off-speed pitch, nice pitch by Jeffries.
Yeah, Ryan's really settling in.
Yes, he is. That was a nice little pitch. And Connor completely fooled on that one. Gets Connor to reach for one out of the zone. Count holds 0-2. Curveball is grounded and goes foul. Pitch outside. 1-2 the count. Reaches for one, pokes it out into center field. Drifting over there to make the catch. It's Petey Halpin for out number one.
Good two-strike pitch.
Yeah, I mean, he's keeping them off balance. I mean, they reach in and just trying to get to that ball. Just getting them to reach for it. And one away. Batter is Jonah Advincula. Advincula walked in his only plate appearance and eventually came around to score the first run of the ball game. Takes a pitch in the dirt. Pitch is up. 2-0 the count to Advincula.
As I recall, this guy was pretty patient his first time at the plate, too.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You're absolutely right. Takes a strike on the corner. 2-1 the count. Popped up into right field. Calling for it is the right fielder, Cole Spurry, and he makes the catch for out number 2. I did a softball game last week, Sandy. Oh, another look at it. Played a right field.
Coming to the plate, center fielder, number 6, Jared Rupert.
I did a softball game last week, and even softball now, you've got the catcher with the numbers with the play sheet. Yeah, the pitch.
Yeah.
Pitch signals on his on her arm, and the it's like, my goodness, it's just become so highly coached. In the old days, where the catcher would just go out there and call the pitcher and catcher would call the game and
second sign.
Yeah.
Second base.
Yeah.
Well, kids these days have such incredible exposure to so much baseball and, you know, quality baseball.
Yeah.
But as I tell a lot of parents too, you know, taking some time off or doing another sport if it doesn't interfere with, you know, their baseball dreams, do it.
You know, it's amazing. I told the kids the same thing. Swing and a miss, nice pitch on the curveball. I tell them, it's like, you know, you only go through high school once, and only so many kids are going to play pro or play college ball. It's like, have fun. Play, you know, if you want to play another sport, play the other sport too. Have, you know, enjoy your youth while you can.
Yep.
Curveball again.
Nice.
That's grounded. Foul down third base.
I think it's also good from a physical point of view too. You know, not, you know, just changing up the muscle use. You know?
Right. Give the arm a break. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially pitchers. You know. 1-2 the count to Rupert. Rupert takes high, 2-2. Rupert 1 for 1 on the day, singled in the top of the first, and was thrown out trying to score on a single by Sabito.
Nice.
Popped up high into right field, making the run, calling for it, and there to make the catch is Cole Spurring. That'll do it for the Monarchs.
Another good inning.
In the top of the third, we've played 2.5. We are tied at 1. Izzy Galindo, Petey Halpin, and Cooper Ford slated for the Lancers here in the bottom of the third inning. And a new pitcher for the Mitty Monarchs is Andrew McCann. You say he's got some stats there, Sandy?
Yeah, he's looks like he's leading the Monarchs in strikeouts with 25, 19 hits given up, and 27 innings pitched.
All right. First pitch curveball is bunted foul.
Looks a little more physical than some of the others.
Yeah, he does look a strong kid out there. Lindo grounds this one sharply up the middle, a dive for it by Yorkie, but it's past him into center field for a base hit. So Galindo, the number 9 hitter, puts himself on with a sharp single and gets us back to the top of the order for the Lancers and Petey Halpin.
And another great name, Izzy.
Yeah. They got 2 Izzies on the left side of both of them on the left side of the infield for the Lancers.
Coming to the plate, center fielder number 14, Petey Halpin. Here we go, Petey.
Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Squares as if to bunt. And takes for a ball, 1-1. I was just going to say, Alex Reyes is playing in a little shallow at third, expecting maybe a bunt down that way. Runner goes. This one's lifted into the gap in right center field, and that's going to drop. On his horse is Galindo. He's around third, and he's going to stop at third. In with a slide at second base is Petey Halpin, and the Lancers have runners at second and third with nobody out. Another look at it. Halpin did a nice job just taking that into right center field into the gap.
At the plate, catcher number
Galindo is
47,
running on the pitch. Easily got to third. They thought about sending him, but you don't want to ever make the first out at home plate. And you're at the top of your order. Cooper Ford, the number 2 hitter, catcher for the Lancers, grounded out to shortstop his first at bat and rips that one foul down the left field.
Down there.
Yeah, there's some calisthenics going on by the third base coach and on deck batter.
So they moved it way down there. That used to be real.
Yeah, they used to have it right over. Yeah, right over in this area,
Yep.
closer, much safer down there.
Yeah.
Pitch is very high and bounces off the backstop right back to the catcher. No chance for runners to advance here. It's a very hitter-friendly ballpark. You got the screen out over the top of the plate, and
not a lot of foul room.
Not a lot of foul room. Yeah. Curveball is grounded towards second. It'll be glove throw to first, and the run comes in to score. So job done by Cooper Ford. He grounds out on the 4-3. Mitty will exchange the out for the run. Makes it a 2-1 Lancer lead. Runners now at the corners for St. Francis. And the batter is the DH, Josh Piccola.
Cooper stayed in there nicely. The one ball went over his head. And then it came back at him with a slide on the outside. He just put it in play. Got to run home.
Pitch just misses outside. Ball 1. So 1 out, runner at third base. This one's fouled back into the screen by Piccola.
Josh, give me a piece, baby. Give me a piece right there.
It's only a
curveball is grounded back up the middle, through for a base hit. And Piccola has a single and an RBI. So an RBI single for Piccola.
St. Francis coming out with their hitting shoes on.
Yeah. Batters Ryan Jeffries. Jeffries homered in his first plate appearance. This one for a strike, 0-1. So 1 out, 2 runs in for the Lancers here in the bottom of the third inning. This one's hit high into right field, down the right field line, and it's falling in fair. Piccola getting on his horse. They're going to try to score. Piccola, here comes the throw to the plate, and Piccola is dead at the plate. Piccola gave it a run. He was giving it everything he had, but the relay from right field able to get him. Another look at it. Jeffries will be credited with a double. And Piccola throwing out 9-3-2. So 2 outs, runner at third. This one's lifted into right field and back, going deep, going back on it, and can't make the catch is Arthur Soto. And into second base goes Ryan Higgins.
Both those balls were hitting about the exact same spot.
Yeah. Just right down the line, and nothing much they could do there. Another run comes in for St. Francis, and it is a 4-1 Lancer lead. Batter will be Cole Sperling. Pitch is low, ball 1.
Sit back, Cole. Take a deep breath. Here you go, babe.
2 outs, runner at second base for the Lancers. Pitch drops in for a strike. Nice breaking ball by McCann.
Sit back, Cole. Give me a piece here, babe.
Grounded up the middle and through for a base hit around third. On his way to the plate. Throw is cut off. And in with the slide is Ryan Higgins. And the hit parade continues for the Lancers as Sperling with a single and an RBI.
Can's come in throwing a lot of strikes. Just balls, just not getting to people.
Another look at it. You see the dive by Yorkie.
No, I like
just couldn't get to it.
Like his composure. You know, nothing's going his way, but he's got good composure out there.
He does. That's one thing about these turf fields. It's like that ball's going to scoot through there in a hurry. A 5-1 Lancer lead now. Batter is Izzy Quintana. Quintana's 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Takes one at the belt for his strike, 0-1. One on the count. Grounded towards second base. Up with it is Sabito, and he throws on to first. A time to retire. Izzy Quintana. That'll do it for the Lancers in the bottom of the third. We've played 3 complete. St. Francis in the lead, 5-1. For Archbishop Mitty, they'll send up their shortstop, Nick Yorkie, followed by second baseman Miguel Sabito and Joe Yorkie, the first baseman. Here in the top of the 4th inning, and the Monarchs need to rally now as they trail by 4.
See if Ryan Jeffries can keep the not the pace, but the
momentum.
Momentum. He had the mojo going last inning.
He's had a long break. That was certainly a long half inning. So see if he was getting himself in that groove. And pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Gets him to fish for one. A nice breaking ball that he got Yorkie to go after. 0-2 the count.
Way ahead, Ryan.
Catcher Cooper Ford forgot his playbook that he wears on his arm. They had to run it out to him. So I don't know what those signs mean, Coach.
Uh-oh.
I don't have my playbook. Off-speed pitch, nice. Yorkie swings through it, is down on strikes for the second time today. And it'll bring up Miguel Sabito.
22, Miguel Sabito.
Sabito with a ground rule double in his first at bat. 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. Curveball misses.
Hitting .391 on the year. 25 hits, 12 RBIs.
Again with the curveball this time, Sabito offers at it. 1-1 the count. Steady diet of curveballs coming in. 2-1 the count. Lifted to right field. Camping underneath it out there is Cole Spurring. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Coming to play first base at number 32, Joe York.
So not to jinx him, but Jeffries has retired 9 in a row now.
Yeah.
Brings up Joe Yorkie. Yorkie flew out to center field. 0 for 1 on the day. This one's headed towards the gap in left center field, and that's going to get down. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. And Joe Yorkie coasts into second base with a stand-up double. So 2 outs. And the batter will be right fielder Arthur Soto.
That's what I always like about Kruko and Kuiper. They'll bring up something like that, and they'll go throwing the TV jinx on them. I lockered next to Kuiper in the when
Did
I was
you?
with the Indians.
Yeah?
Yeah. He was Mr. Suave back then.
Pit running at second base, number 5.
I met him once.
Wilson.
A buddy of mine, Russ Stanley, works for the Giants. He's their ticket operations guy.
Okay.
And he was at Russ's 40th birthday, I guess it was. And nice guy, you know, just really a down-to-earth guy. Fouled straight back.
Went right at him.
Yes, he did. Like you say, after that first inning, he's a completely different pitcher right now. Kind of a rocky start. He's been putting together some good work since.
Like we talked about earlier, though, it is somewhat of a big game for both.
It is.
Both teams.
Could make a big change in the standings for either one of them, yeah.
And for the playoffs.
Yeah, it could make a change between a home game and a road game. Oh, and 1 the count to Soto. Fouled off of either the catcher or the umpire.
It's mixed them up real well. Started everybody off with a steady diet of breaking balls early in the inning, and now he's coming at him with his fastball. And
kind of has him guessing. 0-2 the count to Soto.
One of the mottos for myself as a pitcher was be consistent at being inconsistent.
So they don't know, they can't figure out what's coming, yeah.
They don't know.
Pitch is low, 2-2. Did you ever do the old, like when you're warming up or something, just uncork an unbelievably wild pitch just so that they wouldn't dig you.
First inning before in a game at Homestead, I'd throw it off the wooden backstop, and then I'd start off with the best curveball he's ever seen. And I threw a kind of a three-quarter curveball. You have some kids just diving out of the way.
They're like buckling their knees.
I was chuckling. It's good to be a little crazy.
Oh yeah, you got it, yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing about, for me as a competitive athlete, particularly moving forward in the pro ball, is I didn't ever want a hitter to know me. Didn't look at them, didn't talk to them.
Really?
Said even off the field, I didn't want them to know anything about me.
You just hung out with the pitcher.
Pretty much. Guys on my team, friendly.
Yeah.
But on other teams, we walked past each other.
Yeah.
My head was down. I didn't even look at them because the more comfortable they were with me, the worse off it was.
No, that's a good point. Yeah.
Nice.
Full count. 3-2 to Arthur Soto.
We may see that curveball come back right here.
Yeah.
Open base.
After the high fastball, bring him. Oh, went high again. They're going to ask. They're going to appeal. Oh, wow.
Get a replay on that.
Man. Nice pitch. Banged him out on that. I always argue with umpires when they make the call from there because they have no angle out there. It's like, how can you make that call from that angle? So that will do it for Archbishop Mitty in the top of the fourth. We played 3.5. It is 5-1 St. Francis. New pitcher for Archbishop Mitty is Jared Rupert. And going out to center field. Actually, there is no number 19 for Archbishop Mitty, so I'm not sure who's at center field. We'll catch that as he comes up to bat. But the center fielder for Archbishop Mitty has come into pitch, Jared Rupert, and he will be facing Jake Baker, Izzy Galindo, and Petey Halpin. First pitch in there for a strike to Baker. And 2 the count to Baker. Baker not fond of that call, but it'll stand. Thought about it, but held up. 1-2 the count. Curveball hits him on the elbow, and will send him down to first base. So Baker on with the hit by pitch. Didn't make a huge effort to get that elbow out of the way. But
No.
Batter will be shortstop Izzy Galindo. Galindo singled and came around to score in his first plate appearance. 1 for 1 on the day. Throw over to first, back in plenty of time as Baker. Squares to bunt, pushes it up the first baseline, and foul. Squares early and lays it down the first baseline. Nice bunt. That'll advance the runner to second base. So a nice sacrifice by Galindo.
Not an easy pitch to get down on the ground either.
No.
That's where we were taught. See the hitter turn around to bunt, get underneath the ball, and make the hitter bunt it up for a double play.
So 1 away. Baker now in scoring position, and the batter will be Petey Halpin, the center fielder.
Petey right here, baby. Hit a piece now. Stop.
Halpin's 1 for 2 as a double. Came around to score. Takes it to knees for a strike, 0-1.
Sorry, this is center fielder, number 14, Petey Halpin.
See that ball.
Pitch low. 1-1. Grounder towards shortstop. Up with it is Yorkie. Throws across in time to retire Halpin. 2 away. Runner at third base now as Baker advanced on the ground out. That'll be catcher Cooper Ford. Ford 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to short, then grounded out to second. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1.
You know, the big thing you see these days are so many players have so much personal lessons and stuff. These kids have got great mechanics.
No, they do. You know, they all look very similar in their pitching styles. You don't see those unique styles much anymore because they're all have pitching coaches.
Yep.
Off-speed pitch is lifted foul out of play.
As you know, as a coach, you look for tendencies on how guys handle themselves on the field. And you know, this pitcher here, you know, he's not afraid. He kind of walks up in front of the mound, snaps the ball back. You know, he works quick. It's nice to see.
Well, he's a position player too. Came in from center field.
Yeah.
I mean, more and more nowadays in high school, you see a lot of kids who maybe who just pitch. You know, where in the old days, you'd oftentimes see them on the field. You know, and coming in and.
Yep.
One-two pitch is fouled.
Love to see a straight change right now.
Yeah, boy.
Best pitch in baseball.
See him corkscrew into the ground, yeah. There's the off-speed pitch, and he grounds it into the hole. Yorkie gets it, throws across, nowhere near in time. And the run will come home for the Lancers on the infield single by Cooper Ford. RBI for Ford. And the batter will be designated hitter Josh Picola. Yorkie's been making some nice stops at short, but just not able to get these Lancer runners as he's having to sprawl all over the carpet. Fouled into the screen. Boy, he took a cut at that, but he
got his rip in.
Yeah. He just missed that one.
Let it travel, babe. Here we go.
Throw over to first, back in time is Ford. Pitch on the outside corner for strike, throw down to second, not in time. As Ford steals the base.
Good job, Josh.
Not often you see catchers that run as well as Cooper Ford. That was a nice steal there.
And he stole it off the pitcher.
Yeah.
The catcher came out throwing with a good, got rid of it quick.
Yeah, good quick release by Connor, yeah. 0-2 the count to Picola.
Good job. Good job. You're ready, babe.
They'll just stand there.
Fouled again. I don't think you want to come in letter high on this guy.
No.
Count holds 0-2 to Josh Picola. Picola's 1 for 2, an RBI. Outside, 1-2 the count.
As farthest back, the third baseman for the Monarchs, Alex Reyes, has played all game.
Yes, yeah.
He's a smart guy.
Lays off the curveball, 2-2.
Well, that was a great pitch. A tough one to lay off.
Good job, Josh.
Curveball is fouled back. Picola hangs in there.
Yeah. This is where that third pitch comes in. Against a better hitter, you know, whether it's a harder slider or a straight change.
Good battle.
Stays alive. It's a battle.
He's not going away.
No, not going quietly into the night. Two and two the count to Josh Picola.
Great battle.
Off speed pitch. There's that changeup, yeah. I think if he brought that into the strike zone, he might have had him pulled. You know, he had him lunging.
Good pitch.
Full count to Picola. Got an open base. Curveball is grounded foul.
This might be a Brandon Belt thing right here.
I know, huh? I haven't been keeping track, but it's, he's got to be around 10 pitches.
One thing that I wish I would have done more as coaching at Los Altos was a little bit more exaggerated positioning of players.
Yeah, moving them into, yeah.
Yeah. Just some of these kids are so prone to do whatever, you know.
Right. You can get a book on them, yeah. Hits it sky high, but it's going to be in the ballpark. It's just going to take a while to come down. Waiting out there patiently. was the center fielder to make the catch on that fly.
That was an impressive at bat and a great job by the new pitcher for
Monarchs. By Rupert. Yeah, Jared Rupert, nice job. Another look as it had great hang time, but that will do it for the Lancers in the bottom of the fourth. We played 4 complete. It is 6-1 St. Francis. Ryan Jeffries out to work his 5th inning of action. He'll face the bottom third of the Mitty lineup in Alex Reyes, the third baseman, designated hitter Tommy Splain, and Justin Connor, the catcher for Archbishop Mitty.
Nice. Pitch misses really got his groove still going.
Yeah. Nice smooth delivery. It's another thing you see a lot more, at least these days, is kids that just pitch strictly from the stretch. You know, they never go into a windup. They just
keep it simple.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you were going to tell me a story.
Oh, we were talking about instructions, how the kids these days with lessons and paid instructors and things. And I was very fortunate to have the scout who actually drafted me with the Indians, Lloyd Christopher, follow me around, come see games. And then I went off to college, got done with a summer ball, got home in September, and he says, I want you to get your catcher if you can, and I want to just see how you're throwing and where you're at. And so he got me and another guy that you might know, Dennis Eckersley, who also was signed by Lloyd. And Dennis had just come off his last season in the minor leagues, Texas League Pitcher of the Year. Poor Jim Kostorfin had to catch both of us. And we were throwing seeds. And
Reyes down on strikes, yes.
So so Dennis would go about 12 to 15. I'd go about 12 to 15. And when I'm in the back of the mound, Lloyd turns around and he takes his finger and kind of hits it on my chest. He goes, you're going to be in the big leagues someday. Then he looks at me and he goes, he's going to be there next year. There we go.
Once it's down the left field line and is going to drop in for a single, looking to stretch it, but holding at first base is Tommy Splain. And he is on with a single. And the batter will be Justin Connor.
So needless to say, Dennis went on to have a Hall of Fame career.
Phenomenal career, yes.
But I probably threw the ball as hard as I ever had the next session I had with Lloyd. I said, I'll show you.
So there's a great relationship between pitchers and catchers. Did you have a favorite catcher?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ground ball to short. One at second, and they turn the double play. And that'll do it for the Monarchs in the top of the 5th.
St. Francis is working on all cylinders.
They certainly are. KMVT Sports is brought to you with help from our sponsor, Altos Mobile Massage. Massage has been proven to reduce stress and improve well-being. Healthier and happier employees do better work. Altos Mobile Massage brings the massage to you. Sometimes a little pressure is a good thing. For the Lancers, Ryan Jeffries, Ryan Higgins, and Cole Sperling. Jeffries is 2 for 2 on the day with a home run and a double. And he's pitching a heck of a ball game. So it's a really good Jeffries day. He'll go home and be a happy kid. Takes strike one as Jared Rupert is out to work his 2nd inning.
See how this pitcher, he throws. I always tell the kids back in high school days, the mound presence and how you handle adversity, or how you handle, striking out the side or whatever. Just makes a big difference. And I really like this guy's mound presence. Just pitches, comes up and gets the ball.
I remember with the coaching in Babe Ruth and coached with Dave Osorio over here for a while here at St. Francis, but coaching in Babe Ruth. And the kids that you had to teach them how to be pitchers. It's like they would come out and it's like one kid would get done throwing and another kid would come up and start throwing. And I go, you got to fix the mound. I go, that, you're pitching off somebody else's mound. I go, that's like going to a restaurant eating off somebody else's plate.
Yep.
You know, you want your own, you push those holes, fill those holes in,
Yep.
and make the mound yours. Hit well down the left field line, but foul.
Same thing with infielders. You know, got to take care of your turf.
That's right.
You got to smooth that
Absolutely,
that dirt out.
yeah. Make that your field.
Wow.
Slams it in. It's a good reason to have screens along the
Yep.
field. That would hurt.
You know, a lot of times too, when scouts come, they're coming to see one or two, maybe three, or college coaches looking at 3, 4, 5 different players, and they're watching as much what they do when they run back to the dugout.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or how they take not pregame, but between innings. Nice pitch.
That was a great changeup that pops him up on the infield, and there to make the catch is Yorkie. Nice job.
He could have used that one against Picola.
Yes, exactly. So one away. Batter will be Ryan Higgins.
But that's, you know.
Coming to the plate, second baseman, number 3.
Okay, I
Ryan.
kind of went away there.
No, you're here. I hear you.
You know, but that's a big thing they look for. I mean, you look at what some of these organizations do at a professional level, the Giants or the 49ers, it's character.
Absolutely, yeah. You want to build chemistry and have, know who it is you're getting. I mean, I remember I used to get to, when we would have tryouts and whatnot, I would get there early and just to watch the kids when they don't think anybody's watching, watch them play catch.
Yeah.
And see how they handle themselves. I mean, you could root out a lot of the kids just watching them play catch,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
1-1 to count to Higgins. Higgins 1 for 2 on the day, has a double and an RBI. Pitch just misses outside. 2-1 the count. Lancers have some activity in the bullpen. Eric Manser is warming up. Fouled into the screen. 2-2 the count to Higgins.
Higgins like to have a couple more of those pitches back.
Yeah, you know, those are...
He's pacing around.
Yeah, he's drooling. It's like, I got to hit that one. Off-speed pitch, nice pitch, grounded to Yorkie. Up with it, across the diamond in time to retire Higgins on the 6-3, 2 away. Batter will be Cole Sperling.
Now batting, right fielder, number 7, Cole Sperling.
Pitch at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Nice job by Connor to pull that up. Always like a catcher will pull the pitch out for you. Frame that zone.
There's an art to it.
Off-speed pitch, misses low. So I'd asked you last inning, who was your favorite catcher?
Actually, Ron Housey.
Really?
Yeah. Ron was real good. He played with the A's for a while. He played for a long time.
Right. No, I remember Ron Hassey.
Yeah. And I got another. We'll talk about it after the break.
All right. Ground out to first base does it for the Lancers in the bottom of the 5th. We have played 5 complete, 6-1 St. Francis.
We're a mobile massage company, and we bring massage therapy and yoga to the corporate workplace. We started this business in order to bring more awareness to corporations for health and wellness. This is a nice perk that they can offer their employees, and it says, hey, we care about your well-being. We look forward to bringing massage therapy and yoga into your corporate workplace.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for St. Francis is Eric Manser. So Manser on the mound. There's some other changes. I don't have them all yet. I do see there's a new third baseman. Justin Torres is in to play third base for the Lancers.
Number 4, Jonah Advincola.
Leading off for Mitty is Jonah Advincola.
Back to the top of the order for him, too.
Yes, Advincola is showing he's a switch hitter as a right-handed pitcher now. He goes to the left side of the box.
And he still likes to take.
And he's still a leadoff hitter, as no matter which side he's swinging from. Pitch bounces in. 1-1 to count.
Little off-speed pitch, kind of looked like it went away from the strike zone.
2-1 to count. So Monarchs try to get back into this ball game here in the top of the 6th. Fouled straight back.
Good swing, went after it.
Didn't get cheated, that's for sure. Took his hacks. 2-2. Slaps it foul. Two and 2 to Advincola. Low, count runs full. Fouls that one. Count holds full, 3-2.
Well, he's swinging when he has to. Protecting the plate.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Takes ball 4, does his job as the leadoff guy, gets himself on board with another walk, his second walk of the ball game.
Speaking of catchers, favorite catchers, you know, catchers are like mentors for the younger guys, and in AAA, big leagues, there's always guys that have been in the big leagues that come to AAA and they pay them well to take care of the pitchers. And Bobby Alietta was a guy from kind of looked like Mario. He had a little mustache, you know, the whole thing, and he was a great catcher. He also caught one of Nolan Ryan's no-hitters.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day. So he knew his stuff, and he knew how to handle it. And so I was pitching my first year in AAA, and I was trying to throw a forkball because that was the new thing off my fastball.
Yeah.
And I threw about 2 or 3, and all of a sudden, like the first 1 or 2, he just kind of turned his glove sideways, and I threw the third one, and He stands up, takes his masks off, goes, timeout, and he comes running out to the mound, and he goes, what in the heck are you throwing? I said, do you like it, Bob? It's my new forkball fastball. He goes, I never want to see you throw that pitch again. I said, okay, Bob, never did.
Throw over to first back in plenty of time. Here's Advincula. Got to listen to your catcher.
Got to listen. Of course, then the manager for the Giants comes along, Roger Craig, and everybody's throwing a split finger.
Yeah, I know, huh? Rupert fouls this one down third. Rupert steps back in. Manser ready. Pops this one into foul territory, and it looks like it'll find the bull. No, it does not, but falls harmlessly between two Lancer defenders. Izzy Galindo made a nice run for it, but just could not get there. 0-2 count to Rupert. Runner at first, nobody out. Off-speed pitch is lifted to left field and deep, driving back, and at the base of the wall, and it's stuck in the wall. They're putting their hands up at the umpires. Then he pulls it out. Oh, don't put your hands up, and then it'll be a double. He was going to call for help, as it did look like it got lodged in the fence, but you got to let the umpire come out and see it. So the run will score. Another look as John Wilson.
Ball just kept carrying.
Yeah.
Yep. You notice their third base coach for the Monarchs. He kind of acknowledged he had stuck up in the fence.
So they did bring him back. So no run on the plate. It'll put runners at second and third, and that will do it for Eric Manser. As we'll have a pitching change and a break in the action with the Lancers in the lead 6-1.
Number 2,
Nick York comes to the plate for the Mitty Monarchs. The new pitcher is Jackson Yandel for the Lancers, and you know his dad, Sandy.
Yeah. His dad was a great pitcher. Pitched at Stanford, batting practice pitcher for the Giants for a lot of years. Actually flies out to, when the Giants are facing a tough left-hander, they'll bring John out to throw batting practice, and John will turn around and fly back home.
So they're making John take off. He's got something on his wrist, and going to make him take it off before he can throw a pitch.
They're pretty strict on that.
Oh yeah, you know, there
was somebody.
Yeah, I'd see John in the dugout during the World Series games and for the Giants, and
There was a player in the big leagues this week who was pitching, and his diamond necklace broke. And so for the Mets, I think it was. And so the players are all on the field.
there goes the birthday present for his girlfriend.
That's right. The bracelet that he got. Got to get rid of it. That relationship will never be the same. Scorekeeper Dave Osorio had scissors on him on his keychain. The man is he's like a Boy Scout. He has everything. Got
to throw strikes and get some ground balls, give up a run or two, but just No walks.
That's right. You got a 5-run lead. Yeah. Pitch to get outs. Starts him with a curveball, misses low. York is 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out twice. Pops this one up into deep left center, calling for it, and there to make the catch. It's a left fielder, and they'll throw to the cutoff. Smart play by Petey Halpin to throw to the cutoff and keep the runner off of third base. The run from third will score.
Yeah, getting outs. That's all we need right there.
So a sacrifice fly on the F8 and an RBI.
At the plate, second baseman number 22, Miguel Sabat.
Miguel Sabito, the batter. Sabito is 1 for 2 on the day. 6-2 St. Francis lead now. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Pops this one sky high into shallow left field. Coming in on it, and there to make the catch is John Wilson for out number 2. So Yandel comes in and gets 2 quick outs.
I think that was a straight change he threw right there.
Nice pitch.
Yeah.
Coming to the plate, number 32, Joe York.
First baseman Joe York, the batter. York's 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Pitch at the letters for a strike, 0-1.
First baseman's playing out in right field almost.
He is way deep. Hits him on the change. 0-2 the count. Nice pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes York, down go the Monarchs. As Yandel comes in and does his job. It's the Monarchs out in the 6th. They strike for 1 run. We have played 5.5. It is 6-2 St. Francis.
The Monarchs, third baseman, number 5.
New pitcher for Archbishop Mitty is Luke Tillman. I mean, in the batter for St. Francis is number 5, Justin Torres. Justin Torres came in last inning to play third base. Fouls it sharply down the third baseline.
Another senior for Mitty. Putting him in there. Tillman,
right.
Yeah. It's great.
Seniors supposed to be your leaders, so you got to get them in there and give them their shots. Pitch low, 1-1 the count. Hits this one sharply into center field, down for a base hit. Sharp single by Justin Torres. And the batter will be Jake Baker. Baker's 1 for 1 on the day, has a single, and he's been hit by a pitch.
Left fielder, number 22, Jake Baker.
fouls it off towards the football field.
Another senior getting a chance to get a little action in.
0-1 the count to Baker. Catches the inside corner. 0-2 the count. Nobody out, 0-2 count. Well, you kind of knew that was coming.
Yeah.
If you're going to...
Good chance.
Yeah, if it's going to be close and you've mouthed off to the umpire, you better be swinging. One out. Runner at first for the Lancers. Ricky Martinez batting now for the Lancers.
Pitch hitting, number 9, Ricky Martinez.
Hitting for Izzy Galindo.
He's got some good stats too, hitting 385 for the year. 20 hits, 5 doubles.
Wow. Here's the thing about the WCAL and whatnot, but the schools have such deep rosters.
Oh.
I mean, you know, they just, one kid goes down, they just bring another one up. It's
Yep.
like, you know. Runner goes at first and fouled at the plate. Well, they've always had the thing about the WCAL too is that you've got freshman baseball, then JV, and then varsity.
Yeah.
So, where the public schools don't have that luxury, they've only got the frosh soft and varsity.
And with a junior varsity program, you can keep a junior in the program.
Exactly.
Playing.
Right. One in the dirt. And stopped by Justin Connor. 2-1 the count to Ricky Martinez.
St. Francis sure like to get another run here, just
to answer back, a little more cushion, yeah. Runner goes, ground ball towards short and off the glove of York. And now on his way to third. Good hustle by Torres as he comes all the way around to third base in an error on York.
That ball kind of snuck up on the shortstop there.
It did.
And from our angle here, too, where I could see it perfectly, that AstroTurf kind of took it, and it actually kind of bent a little bit to the left. So
yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, Mitty's got regular surface
the
grass.
They do, yeah.
Center fielder, number 14, Petey Halpin.
So Izzy Galindo re-entered to run at first base. There's runners at the corners. We're back to the top of the St. Francis Order and Petey Halpin. Grounded sharply up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. Not missing a beat is Galindo at first base as he comes all the way around to third. A run comes in to score. Halpin has himself a single and an RBI, and there's that extra run you were just talking about, Sandy.
Yeah.
Get that run home.
At the plate, catcher, number
Same
47.
situation, runners at the corners. And Cooper Ford will be the batter for St. Francis.
Speaking of AstroTurf, the early weaves of AstroTurf, at times you'd have fields where if a ball was hit snug to the ground and say it was more of a roller than a bouncer to the shortstop, it would actually I guess waffle.
Really?
You know, because it was such a new product.
Right.
You know, back when it first came out. And hard.
Wreaked havoc with the poor infielders, you know.
Oh yeah.
Cooper Ford 1 for 3 on the day. Also has an RBI. Runner goes to second, throw down to second is in time.
Nice. Good
Nice throw by Justin Connor to nail Petey Halpin at second. So 2 away. Runner at third for the Lancers.
You know, I'm sure the coach from Mitty's looking down there on the on-deck circle for Spacola, ready to come back up.
Yeah, yeah.
Please get it out.
Yeah. Let's try to get out of here right now. 1-1 the count to Cooper Ford. Thought about it, but laid off. 2-1 the count. Yeah, they got lights here on the field too, and I remember that Lancers kind of wanted to play like Friday home games at night.
Okay.
But the very first WCL meeting when they brought that up, they said, "No, you're not going to get that advantage." You know, all of us play during the day, and we're going to have to come and learn how to play night games when you're used to playing there.
Yeah. Yeah, and those meetings amongst the coaches preseason and even at the end of the season, pretty interesting conversations.
Oh, I bet.
Pretty interesting conversations. Don't look.
3-1 the count to Ford. Fouls it at the plate. Count runs full.
Keep throwing those strikes.
Who just missed outside for ball 4. And Cooper Ford is aboard with the walk, puts runners at the corners. And Josh Picola will come to the plate.
At the plate, designated hitter, number 25, Josh Picola.
Not what the Monarchs wanted.
No. Not after his last at bat.
Yeah.
Good. That was a great pitch right there. That might be the pitch that can get this guy a little bit.
Just, keep coming with that, keep it away, keep it down.
My strategy with big guys like this was just throw it on the inside half of the plate and just let them pull it as foul as far as they can.
Took a hack.
That's the magic pill right there.
0-2 the count to Percola. 2 outs, runners at the corners for the Lancers. Drills this one, and it's going to get to the fence in a hurry. Around third and on his way to the plate is Ford, and Ford has great speed.
Yeah.
Percola in with a double. And a lot of cushion runs come in for the Lancers.
Yeah. That's the kind of 0-2 pitch that drives a coach crazy.
That's where the gray hairs come from.
Or pull your hair out.
Or pull your hair out, yeah. It's like, oh, man. Ryan Jeffries the batter. Jeffries 2 for 3 on the day. It is a 9-2 Lancer lead now. First pitch swinging. This one's hitting to the gap in left center, and it's also going to drop in. Going to throw back into the infield, but Percola's going to score easily. And Ryan Jeffries trades places with them. Has a double and an RBI.
Having quite a senior's day.
Yes, he is. He's got 2 RBIs on the day. He's 3 for 4, and he pitched 5 great innings.
Number 3, Brian Higgins.
And Coach Brian Yockey has seen enough, I believe, of Mr. Tillman. As they will bring in another pitcher. We got a break in the action with the Lancers in the lead 10-2. New pitcher for the Mitty Monarchs is Tommy Splain. Comes out of the designated hitter position and takes the field, so no more DH for the Monarchs. Batter is Ryan Higgins. Higgins 1 for 3 on the day with a double and an RBI. One of the 13 hits that the Lancers have so far in this ball game. Pitch at the knees for a strike, 0-1. This one's lifted high and deep to left field, way back, and it is out of here.
The wind straightened that out just about halfway down. All of a sudden, the wind over the football field. We had a perfect line on it.
Ryan Higgins.
Ryan Higgins with the home run on Higgins Field, Chris Bradford Stadium. So a huge inning here for the Lancers in the bottom of the 6th, getting plenty of insurance.
This kid Splain is a freshman with his
Really?
size.
Wow.
I think he'll remember that.
Yeah.
And I don't know that the Lancers are going to want to see him too much the next years ahead. This kid's got some.
Wow, he's a freshman.
Yeah.
First pitch to Cole Sperling. It's in there for a strike.
Yeah. I'll be sure to come back and see this guy in a couple of years,
He's a good-looking freshman, yeah. This is low.
Talking earlier about mound presence too, is after the ball went out, I kind of watched him to see what he would do, and he's
got the poise.
Got the poise.
Inside corner again, catches it 1-2 the count. He keeps challenging him, even giving up that long ball. He's still coming in there.
Yep. Got a live arm.
Yeah. Grounded sharply to second base. Up with it is Sabito. And that will do it for the Lancers in the bottom of the 6th, but they strike for 6 and have a 12-2 lead. Arthur Soto, Alex Reyes, and Tommy Splain slated for the Monarchs here in the top of the 7th inning, as the Monarchs down to their last 3 outs, and they trail by 10. So they have their work cut out for them. Jackson Yandel out to finish the game for the Lancers, or the intent is for him to finish the game for the Lancers. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Didn't finish that pitch, rode in high. This one's lifted into right center field. It's hit fairly well, but the right fielder, Cole Sperling, able to get over there
get that
and
first
make
out.
the catch. Yes.
Get that first out. Paul, you know, I don't know if I ever told you, but I had 3 daughters, all with boys' names: Brett, Alex, and Jesse.
No, I did not know that.
And figured that I go by Sandy. But
turnabout fair play.
I'm looking for Yandel's, Jackson Yandel's dad, who I know. We were talking about him earlier. What I would do as a parent, you know, having a son, son playing.
1-0 count to Alex Reyes. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. I know that can't be a lawnmower going by because there's no need for one here. Pitch misses. Misses high, 2-1 the count to Reyes. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Nice pitch there by Yandel.
But was that a straight change?
I think so, yeah. I mean, he baffled. 2-2 the count. Ball in the dirt.
I'm sure him and his dad had some great wiffle ball games in the backyard. And Jackson's got all the tricks.
Give him different looks. Now tipped under the glove of the catcher. Got him on strikes, 2 away. Nice job by Jackson Yandel. And the batter's the pitcher, Tommy Splain.
At the plate, pitcher number 28, Tommy Spillane.
Curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Wow. Pitching with some confidence.
It's like a video game.
Yeah. Again, this one's grounded towards third. Picked up by Torres across the diamond and in time to retire Splain, and that will do it for the Monarchs in the top of the 7th. That'll do it for this ball game as the Lancers come away with a 12-2 victory. 12 runs on 14 hits for the Lancers, 2 runs on 5 hits, and 2 errors for the Archbishop Mitty Monarchs. We would like to thank our producer director, Renee Antonio Mendoza, and our camera crew, Tim Erskine, and driver, July Castro, Ted Milkey on replay. Thanks to St. Francis for allowing us to come out there. Special thanks to Coach Sandy Whittle for coming out and helping us with the broadcast today. For all of us here at KMVT, I'm Paul Cunningham. We'll see you next time.